Memories. Abby. I saw Connor return to Morlith Castle. A horrifying prospect. Why would anyone dare do that to themselves? What I mean is, this place haunts everyone. The world. It haunts the world itself. The man who did this, the man who runned this place once, it was because of him that we will never find peace. But Connor said he felt like he was called. He felt like he was being drawn towards this place. Now, why, I don't know. But he was being drawn, according to him. We walked through the front door, and it was just as cold as ever. The air still, and yet still somehow filled with life. It was terrifying. I didn't know what prospect I was going to believe, but this is not it. I mean, this place, it is haunting everyone, especially him. I don't know exactly why he's here. We wandered for a little bit until I could find out what was going on. He guided me to a room, the room where Dalen's statue was, until it was destroyed. We stared at a mirror of some sort. This mirror housed something. This mirror, I could see something inside of it. I could see an outline of a figure. What is going on? I asked myself over and over again. Then I saw him. The man who ruined everything. The man who took away everything from me. The man who did nothing but robbed me of my life. Connor said, "This mirror houses a shard of Dalen. One tiny shard of Dalen. But it's enough to finally get the answers I want." The shard got closer and closer to us. It was almost like he was standing right there, just waiting to gut me. I would be lying if I said that my heart didn't skip a few beats. But then he spoke and said, "Welcome back, Subject 8. And, dearest Abigail, welcome back as well. How might I entertain you two today?" Connor said, "Shut up. Do you have any idea why I'm here?" "Of course I do. You're here to gain answers. Answers I will never give. What you did to me was wrong, and I will never give you that answer." "Wrong? You want to talk to me about wrong? You want to talk about what you did? You tortured me, drugged me, you brought me back from the dead. Something I didn't think was even possible. Possibly in my old life, I don't know. But you did nothing to deserve any praises whatsoever. I was looking out for our kind. Don't you understand that, you stupid child? I was looking out for our people, the monsters who die because of the hunter's order, because of their blood. Nothing else. They aren't hunted because they committed any crimes. They were hunted because of what happened. Because of a fate they can't decide. They didn't choose this. Why do they deserve to die? I just realized the hunters were no better than the monsters. So what makes you better than the hunters? At least I'm fighting for a cause I believe in. What of you?" "I am fighting for a cause. One that I believe in. One that you believed in. I am fighting to save lives, not just sit here and act like that isn't a possibility. Do you have any idea what nightmare you put me through? What torment and suffering I went through because of you? Do you have any idea what that pain was? Or do you believe that what you did was okay, that it was justifiable, that there was any reason why it existed? Any at all? Why? Why would you do this to people? Why would you do this to me? My brother and my sister are broken because of you. They'll never be right again. Like I am as well. And that right there is the reason why I did what I did. I decided to create the procedure so that any victim that I bring into this world, they'll never be free of me. They will never know what true happiness is. They will never know what it means to truly be rid of me. Something I bet you never even expected. Those bracers I gave to you can never be removed. No one knows how to remove them except I, and I will never tell you how to remove those bracers. They are your burden, along with the rest of the scars on your body due to the procedure. That is what I did. That is why I did it. Do you even begin to understand yourself? You're fighting with the people who gut you the moment they got the chance, gave them any reason to believe it otherwise, and they will kill you, no matter what. At least I'm trying to understand the world that I live in, unlike you, who understood that there was nothing in the world that was worth saving. But I'm trying to save it. You're trying to look out for your own kind. Look at the world that you have created. Look at yourself and realize what you did. There is nothing you could do to ever convince me that what you did was okay. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care what you did. You don't deserve life. You deserve nothing but the worst death I could possibly give to you. But alas, you died before I could give you the procedure myself and make you understand the pain I went through. The pain you have forced others to go through. I will make sure you live knowing full well that your memory dies today. Everything about you dies today. You think you can get rid of me like that? Weren't you listening, you stupid boy? Weren't you listening? I will never be forgotten. I will never be unknown. Everyone will fear me until the end of days. Once the world comes to an end, that's when my legacy dies. But today, and tomorrow, and for the rest of this pathetic excuse of a world's existence, I will always be a shadow. I will always be a reminder of how cruel it has been to me. The world was never cruel to you. You chose this cruelty on yourself. I will never rest until I know for a fact you are gone. I will kill you again and again and again until you have nothing left. Until your mind is shattered, I will enjoy killing you. That is a promise, Dalen. Wherever you go, I will be there waiting for you. If there is an afterlife for people like you, I will go there myself. I will find you and destroy you permanently. So you never have the chance to come back. I will destroy a soul. I will defy heaven and hell if it means finally ending you. I will go anywhere to stop you, even if it means killing myself in the process. Because I know for a fact that that is how this world is. Cruelty exists because of cruel people like you. Do you even begin to understand the pain you put anyone through? Or are you so self-centered and so egotistical that you can't even begin to understand what it means to lose? Do you know that pain of loss? I know it better than you think. I know what loss is. You, however, boy, don't. I lost my life. I lost my freedom when the moment you brought me back. I knew I died. I don't know how, I don't know where, but I died, and you brought me back. Destroyed my past, destroyed my afterlife, destroyed anything I had. You destroyed that, not me. I didn't ask for this. What makes you think I wanted all of this? Dalen composed himself. Said, "You didn't ask for it, but you were given to me. And I gladly did what I had to finally cleanse the world of the pathetic excuse that is the Hunter's Order. I finally snapped. And I said, "No! You were a member of the Hunter's Order, a prominent member. You fought against the Scourge. You fought against the monsters. For no reason other than just because you could. I did my digging in your files. You were a skilled, a very deadly hunter. You had all the time in the world to admit the fact that the monsters were not, aggressors. They were victims, just like us. You had all the time in the world to do that, and you did nothing. You killed more monsters than I have, and that is saying something. What about the monsters who stand in your way? Who say that you are too powerful? What happens to them? What if they didn't want this, but they're now benefiting from your actions, and they say you are going too far? What happens to them? Do they die? Insignificant children will be punished." Children? Do you think yourself some sort of god? Do you truly believe that you are correct? Or do you believe yourself some savior of the monsters? A savior not needed. Connor is right. Wherever you go, I will be there with him, waiting to put you back in the ground however many times it takes until you have nothing left. Not until everything you have done. Not until you have paid for the crimes you have committed. And I will continue to haunt you. I will haunt you to the end of your days. I have tried everything in my power to make sure you cannot harm another person again. Connor said, "I hope there's a special place in hell for people like you. And I hope you rot there for eternity. Until I show up and finish the job." He then took a mace and swung at the mirror as hard as he can, shattering it. The mirror wasn't a large mirror, it was a fairly small mirror, but it still housed so much hatred. Connor looked at his hands, and then he dropped the mace and said, What? Why? Blasted, why? What do you mean? He's right. I will never be rid of him. All that talk of the "I will go after him," it was to scare him. I can't kill him like that. Blasted, he is right. He is. Whether he wants to admit it or not, he is right. I will never be free of him. I will never know true peace. Why? Why? Tell me why, Abby. Why can't I be rid of him? He looked at his arms and then saw the bracers. Get out of my head, please. Why? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this fate? Tell me, Abby. Oh. Connor, I don't know. I don't know exactly why you were put through this pain. But ultimately, that is how the world works. Why? What did I do? Connor, you can still fight him, even if he's not here. How? How do I fight him? By defying him. He built you to be a weapon. He built you to be a warrior that would know no fear, no hatred, no nothing. but bloodshed and violence, and from the looks of you right now, that is not the case. You have emotion, you have your own will, you have the ability to decide how you are remembered. Are you going to be remembered as Subject 8, the warrior who fought valiantly for Dalen? Or are you going to be Connor, the hunter? One of the greatest hunters that the world has ever known. How do you want to be remembered today? He nodded. You're right. He looked at his bracelets again and said, You're right. Blasted, you're right. He grabbed the mace and started walking down a hallway. I chased him, just to make sure he didn't kill himself or anything like that. He was walking. Then we saw what looked like a few thralls from Dalen's regime. I shrugged and thought to myself, probably trying to rebuild from the ashes. The problem is, they can't do that. They'll never have his influence. They'll never have his charisma. They will never have anything of his. Regardless if they survive today, they will never be able to rebuild what Dalen did. Connor saw them and walked towards them. As the thralls charged at us, Connor immediately swung his mace, bashing one across the side, and then hitting one in the gut and slamming his head into the ground with an overhead swing. Then moving to the next and hitting them in the gut again, and then slamming their back again and again and again until there was nothing left. He just stood there, covered in blood. Come. We continued to walk a small distance until we got to a very disturbing room. One that looked like an operating table in the center with spikes protruding out of it. Connor shook violently. What is it? This is where it all began. This is the procedure. Connor, what are you doing here? If this hurts so badly, what are you doing here? Doing as you said, defying him. He took his mace and swung at the table, hitting it hard. A small bit of stone came off. It kept hitting it again and again and again and again and again until there was nothing left. Kept screaming to himself, Get out of my head! You were not in control of me. I have my own destiny and I will not let anyone tell me how I am to be. If it means I have to kill you again and again and again, I will. I will make you wish you could die. You hear me, Dalen? And this time, I mean it. You will know fear by the end of your existence. I will make you fear me, and I will haunt you every waking minute of every day you exist. I will be there. I am not afraid of you anymore, Dalen. I am going to kill you. I am going to gut you. I will stab you. I will shoot you. I will do whatever it takes to bring you down. And I don't care what anyone else thinks. You will die one day. And if that means I have no choice but to give up my own life, give up the hunters, give up everything to bring you down, so be it. Know this and hear me, Dalen. A few moments later, he walked into another room. One with a large vat in the center. What is this? This is where I was birthed. He grabbed the mace again and shattered the giant glass tube. Looks like he was already getting his next experiment ready by the time he arrived. He was going to create another one. And then he shattered the console. What looked like a small, console with buttons and levers. He hit it again and again and again. Then dropped the mace and shook uncontrollably. I won't let that happen ever again. While I live, Abby, make a note of this. Any and all who practice this art, any and all who bring someone back, who bring a rebirthment chamber into this world, who create the procedure, any and all will suffer greater than the people who they have brought to these chambers. I will make them live with the fact that they cannot die. I make them wish they could die. I nodded. Do you think you're capable of doing such a feat? I don't care. They die, and they're going to learn to live with that fact. Then he lit a torch and threw it in the procedure. This building's shadow will no longer haunt this place. All research be destroyed. No one deserves to know this place even existed. The first step to destroying Dalen's legacy is to destroy the place where he committed more heinous acts than imaginable. We left the castle, filled to the brim with more questions than I had answers. What did Dalen do to him? How serious was the procedure? A horrifying experiment. I can't even begin to fathom the pain that Connor was going through.